There's something kind of surreal about being in the middle of the ocean on a ship that feels like a floating city. So, I just got back from sailing on the Oasis of the Seas with Royal Caribbean, and this trip was way more than I expected. We had two stops, one in the Bahamas and one in Jamaica, which I will share in another video. But for this video, I will be sharing my experience on the ship. So I hope you enjoy what I have to tell, and please subscribe so you can get our experience in the next upcoming videos about the Bahamas and Jamaica, which are coming in the following weeks. So let's begin. So day one, Ghost and I packed up everything and headed to Fort Lauderdale, where our ship would be leaving from. It was about a 3.5-hour drive to the port, and honestly, figuring out where to park and where to drop off our bags was a little confusing, because this is our first cruise, so we weren't sure what we were doing exactly, but eventually we got it all sorted, and then we started heading to the ship. And my gosh, this ship, Oasis of the Seas, yeah, it's huge, like actually insane. I was not prepared for how massive it was. Of course, the first thing Ghost wanted to do was find a bar, priorities. So we stopped at the Globe and Atlas pub, which was super classy looking. Ghost got an old fashioned, and I tried something called Pirate on the Rum. I mainly picked it because the name was punny, and it was actually really good. At this point, I just started filming everything. There's so much on this ship. They have rock climbing, flow riders, a lot of pools, hot tubs, a zip line, water slides, a dry slide, a carousel, a spa, arcade, an ice rink I have no footage of, a gym with a running track, a casino. They hold art auctions. Like a lot more. It just keeps going. And they have an app that shows all the activities happening throughout the day. And there's always something going on. You literally cannot be bored. Like, look at this stuff. After that, we checked out our room, and it was nice. It had a king-size bed and a balcony looking straight out at the ocean. Yeah, I was in love. I love that. Then we grabbed food at El Loco Fresh, which had like burritos, quesadillas, a whole station to make chips with guac and queso, and it was completely free. You could grab whatever you wanted. I stole some Ghost chips, obviously, and they were really good. Later on, we changed into our swimsuits and went to the solarium, which is the adults-only area, so no kids, just vibes. It had its own dining area, tons of seating, a small pool, and 2 big hot tubs. That was pretty much like my main hangout spot. But we ended up in a hot tub that first night and met some new friends. We met Aaron and Michael, and yeah, we definitely got our drink on. I was feeling it. They invited us to the main dining room with them, and the food was amazing. You can pretty much order as many appetizers and main dishes and desserts as you want, because it's all included. So... Oh, and by the way, I got like a spinach artichoke dip, salmon, and like a Boston cream cake. So it was very good. But I definitely had a little too much drink that first night. But the second my head hit that pillow, I was out. On day 2, I started the morning in the gym, and it became my routine every morning on the ship. I was there for maybe like 30 to 40 minutes, and it was a good way to start the day. One of those days I was able to get Ghost up out of bed and in the gym with me. Went to breakfast at the Windjammer Marketplace, and wow. Oh my gosh, this place was amazing. They had like everything, so many stations and fresh fruit and just everything. Look at all this, man. And all of this is free. It's crazy. We ended up going to the Windjammer like for probably most of our breakfasts on the ship. Ghost, he loved the breakfast on the ship. I also did too. I don't normally eat breakfast, but I definitely ate breakfast when I was on that cruise. After the breakfast, I made my way to the hot tub, and in the mornings, there's usually not many people in the hot tub at all, so I basically had a whole hot tub to myself, and it was very, very nice. The water is perfect, and I got to FaceTime my sister. The ship has Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is really, really good. It's not included, you do have to pay for that, but it was worth it. We did land in the Bahamas that day, and I am saving that for the next video. Let's just say we went to Pearl Island and swim and fed some pigs. Yeah, it was a whole experience. So I will be getting into that in the next week's video, so make sure to subscribe to stay, tuned. So day 3, I signed up for a flow rider class in the morning. It was a small class. We got to learn the basics on how to properly use the flow rider. There I met Chuck, who him and his wife Caitlin became our cruise besties. We did a lot of fun things with them on the cruise. But anyway, flow rider was awesome. We did some warm-ups and then we hopped on for our lessons. You kind of start off using a rope and an instructor helps explains how to do things in your ear, how to, control your hips and where to shift your weight. And I was the best in the class. No, I wasn't, but I learned a lot. We all did. Steve was the best. He was the Ron Swanson of the seas. We love him. We love you, Steve. Later on this week, we got Ghost to play on the flow rider as well. Yeah, we all need to practice more, but it was a blast. There was some really amazing people too who used the flow rider. Like there were some old dudes that they knew what they were doing. They put us to shame. Later that day, we had lunch with Chuck and Caitlin, and we walked around the boat. We played mini golf. It was really windy, so it was hard to actually play without the balls moving on their own, but it was something. We walked around, explored the boardwalk. Me and Caitlin rode the carousel. I believed on this day that there was like this sexiest man competition to find out who was the sexiest dude on the boat, and it was really fun to watch. A little cringy at times, but it was hilarious. Especially there was this little lady sitting by me, and she was really tipsy, and she's like ready for the guys to take their shirts off, and I was just like, okay, I just couldn't stop laughing. Then later we went to this bar where robots make your drinks. It was called the Bionic Bar, yeah. You can input on the screen what you want in your drink, and you can even name your drink, and it would appear on this display screen, and it was really cool to watch and experience. Later that night, Ghost went to Cigars Under the Stars, and people would just hang out at the Solarium and had cigars and drink. I don't smoke, but I came to hang out for a little bit. That night we stopped at Sorrento's Pizza and got some slices. They were free, baby! Then we stopped by I think it's the Promenade Cafe to get desserts, which are also free, baby! And then we went back to the room and ate and watched a movie. Day 4, we made it to Jamaica. This section will also have its own video coming out in a couple weeks. It was a lot of fun, so make sure to subscribe to see the fun we had there. But after Jamaica, my neck was feeling tight, so I actually checked out the spa and did acupuncture. The experience was really cool, jabbed with a bunch of needles, and I just laid there under a red light for like 30 to 40 minutes. Then the doctor will come in and kind of like work you and then kind of explain, what might be causing these issues. So I learned that I need to learn how to breathe because I'm causing a lot of tension in my upper back and shoulders. So I learned a lot about myself through that experience, and I'm glad I did it. Yeah. So later, I grabbed some dinner from the Windjammer and took it back to the room. I tried I think it's naan and curry, a jerk chicken wrap, just some Jamaican food, and a tiny piece of carrot cake, and watched a movie with Ghost in the room. Day 5, I did an early morning dip in the hot tub, and then we met up with Chuck and Caitlin for breakfast at the solarium. Apparently our ship was supposed to have a third stop to Haiti, but a lot of political unrest was happening there, so we did stop there just to drop supplies off, but we did get to look at Haiti from the boat. It looked really pretty though, but apparently, just what I heard, they didn't want us to get off the boat because there are bush people who will jump out and kidnap you. I mean, I don't know, man. That's just what I heard, or I don't know. I just don't want to get attacked by a bush person. I don't know. It just sounded a little crazy, but you never know. I don't want to risk it. Later in the day, I did try a Bloody Mary for the first time. My dad told me to, get one that's extra spicy. He had them all on his Alaskan cruise. But honestly, it was okay. It was just a weird drink. Chuck and I did rock climbing. I thought I'd be really good at it, but no. It was a lot harder than I initially thought. Then we did zip lining. It was alright. Just a 2-second little glide over the ship. It's fun, but it was very short. They did have a hot dog shop called Doghouse, and Ghost snagged himself a free hot dog, and they looked really good. That night, Ghost and I did the exclusive chef table. Definitely not free, but it was worth it. I wanted to do something nice where we dressed up and we got to experience the best of the best foods. And holy crap, it was amazing. It was a 5-course meal with paired wines for each. We took mainly pictures. I mean, we didn't really want to record while we were there, but we had this bread that was coated with some truffle butter. There was scallop carpaccio. Then there was smoked tomato soup with this garlic crouton. A Maine lobster salad. Roasted branzino. Sorry, I'm not saying these right. And grilled filet mignon. All of that was really, really good. Oh my gosh, I've never had such classy food before. I felt so fancy. The dessert was really cool. It was called The World. They would pour this hot caramel sauce, which melted the hard shell, revealing some sort of chocolate mousse with ice cream inside. It was very good. It also came with this salted caramel espresso martini. Very good. But my gosh, I was really full. I was so full that night. The experience was really cool because the waiter would explain all the dishes beforehand, and he would describe the wines we were tasting. He was really amazing. So was the chef. We got to meet the chef. Everyone at the table was super friendly. I think the wine helped. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience that I never want to forget. Our last day was bittersweet. Just in the back of my mind, this is our last day, and then we have to leave tomorrow. But we had breakfast in bed. We wanted to make something a little bit more special. We enjoyed our coffee and tea on the balcony. I mostly slept the first half of the day and read my book. When it came around lunchtime, we hung out with Chuck and Caitlin again, and we stopped for lunch at Playmakers, which is not free. They had, wings and fries and all that jazz. And then later that evening, we did Portside Barbecue, not free. But it was really good. I kind of snacked on Ghost's food. I just, had some fries, some brisket. It was really good. I'm not sure what day it was, maybe day 3, but they had this ice cream shop. Like, they do have free ice cream on the ship that you can just get whenever, but like this ice cream shop you did have to pay for because it's, I wanted something more flavorful, with more flavor. So it was called Sugar Beach, and they sold different kinds of candies, and they had ice cream flavors. So I got myself 2 scoops of quadruple chocolate, and I took it back to my room and watched cartoons. I really liked that. So the next morning we woke up. It was time to leave. I was sad, but I was also ready to go. I will never forget this experience. I was so grateful for everything I got to experience. I learned so much. I have never gone on a cruise before, so this was completely mind-blowing. Like, I feel like I need to go on one like every year now. So I am so unbelievably grateful that I got to do this. I'm so happy. I am looking forward on doing so much more fun things and sharing them with you guys. So thank you guys for taking time to experience this trip with me through this video. I hope you consider subscribing to me. I hope to make more travel vlogs. On my channel, I also do art videos. I draw, I do 3D modeling. I try to teach, 3D modeling stuff. I do stream while I do art, and I also stream playing games. So if this is your first time here, thank you for being here. I love you guys. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you here for the next video.
So I know wine fruit very well. So I know wine fruit very well.